Hello, strong friends. I have my little notes so we can stay on track. This episode is health scare, healthcare, and the supplements from Canadian Protein. Lots of good things. My kitchen is strong friends. I have my notes so we can stay on track. Hopefully this will be a shorter episode than past ones. So I wanted to talk about I'm calling it a health scare. Everything's good. No, it's not COVID. My health scare, healthcare, and supplements, because I think that's really important. A few weeks ago, I talked about on my social media that there was kind of like a health situation that had come up, and it was more like what the fuck, that's not supposed to be there. You've heard me talk a lot about recently how all my biofeedback is going well, like I'm sleeping really well, my nutrition is always really good bowel movements, good digestion, like everything's routine. So I do consider myself a very healthy person, and for this situation to come up, I was like, that's not supposed to be there. It's just one of those things. And it did kind of, I'm gonna say, wreak havoc on my lifestyle. It was definitely something that took about 2 weeks to kind of like unpack and address. I don't know if it's completely gone, but it's definitely improved. So long story short, basically, so I like to go for colon hydrotherapy sessions. And if you don't know what that is, you can do a little bit of research. It is basically just like a very gentle, like in a way, if you've had it before, I don't know about you, but I actually find them enjoyable. Like it's a very gentle cleansing of your colon. Usually I would go, like I used to do this back in Canada, so over 3 years ago I've done it. I did, I think, 2 of them last year here in Playa. And then I was going to a new place, and I just had the intentions of making a few appointments over the next few months because I know that I'm gaining weight. I know that I need to eat more calories right now. So I just wanted to make sure that my digestion and everything was good. The first session I go in, and this is the first time in probably like 50 sessions I've ever done where they were like, this isn't coming back well. And I'm like, what the fuck do you mean? So we ended up doing a live blood test and live blood analysis. And the live blood analysis came back saying that I had colonic plaque, I had parasites because of the plaque, and I had oxidative stress in my body. And again, you've heard me talk about, I feel like I'm very healthy, everything's coming back well. So I was like, why is this here? This very much is not supposed to be here. So we did the test, we got the results back. I couldn't change anything with my nutrition. They kind of wanted me to do like a flesh and kind of like a detox thing. Like, I'm in competition prep. I know that I eat very well. I know my food sensitivity, so I'm not changing anything. So I ended up committing to going back for a total of 6 sessions, which is a lot. They are about an hour and a half long. There is the commute there and back. I do have to fast for about 2 hours prior to that. So it's like 5 hours. It's basically a 5-hour appointment that I have to commit to, and I was doing that. I did 6 times in 2 weeks, which is incredibly challenging, but it's my health. Like, I have to make it happen. So I did make it happen. Now I do feel a lot better. There was a lot of symptoms that came up. Like, I started feeling worse before I started feeling better. There was a time where I actually didn't go on social media because my eyes were inflamed, and I had like really bad like red rashes underneath. And I was like, I cannot be showing up. Not that I was like embarrassed for people to see me, but I'm like, I just didn't feel like me and showing up as I usually do. So I didn't. Anyway, I feel so much better now. So even though it wasn't like a serious health scare compared to like what other health scares are for people, it's all relative, right? It's relative to me because I do consider myself an incredibly healthy person. And for this coming up, it was definitely, it took me back definitely by surprise, made me realize that there's a lot of things I need to be checking off rather than just my biofeedback of my stress, my sleep, my rest, my energy, my digestion, my hormones. Like, there is so much more to our life than that, and our blood tells us a lot. So if there's a takeaway I can give to you about this, it is to don't just go get blood tests, but see if you can get live blood analysis. I think that is so powerful because a blood test, I do get those done frequently, but it doesn't show this stuff that the live blood analysis did. So that was my health scare. Everything is good. I am going to be going back for some of those sessions more sporadically over the next few months. I just do think it's incredibly important. Our colon is a very vital part in our bodies, and we definitely need that, especially when we do have such an emphasis on nutrition and what we're eating, and especially if we're trying to gain weight and we're eating a lot. I, again, do stress the importance of that. So that was like my health scare. Again, everything's good. Now, in terms of health care, I want to explain a little bit and just share some of the things that I do on a very regular basis in terms of caring for myself. We can call it self-care if we want, but I do consider it my health, so I do consider it health care. Again, live blood analysis, very, very important. I do go get blood testing done usually about every 6 months. I do have hormone replacement therapy with testosterone pellets, so I do like to make sure that my testosterone levels are very much managed. So I do get blood tests done about every 6 months. Every single month I go for my anthropometry testing, which if you haven't seen by now, it's been every single month for the last 2 years. I do get pinchied. Basically, I get skin caliper testing, and it measures my body fat and stuff. So we make sure that is being tested just so I can make sure that I am progressing as I need to and as intended. I also started getting in-body tests done, which is just another cool thing. It's not overly necessary, but I have access to it now, and I really like all this data stuff. So getting in-body testing, I've done 2 of them so far in the last few months. Other things, I get manicures and pedicures, and you're like, well, that's not healthcare, it's going to the spa. The amount that I walk on a daily basis, and this isn't like I have to go out and do cardio, it's just, this is what I do. Yesterday I went shopping downtown, and I think it was like 18,000 steps. That's just my day. If I'm doing that every day, like, there is a lot of wear and tear on my feet. So the calluses that build up from that, just them getting sore. It's very hot here. I'm in the sand, I'm at the beach, I'm in the water. Like, I think it's incredibly important to take care of your feet, to take care of your hands, to take care of all of your body. But I do go get manicures and pedicures done every 2-ish weeks, because I do think that's very important. And then also I get deep tissue massages. Now, my guy Renee, holy fuck, he's a god. I swear, he's absolutely magic. I've been going to him for probably about 2.5 years. I met him like right when I first moved down here, and you're gonna love it when you hear this. 2 hours of a lymphatic draining, therapeutic deep tissue massage for like $40 Canadian. Fucking epic. This man is phenomenal, and I have been going to him. I was being very regular every month, and then I slowed down a little bit, so I'm back to getting those done every month. Those might pick up as I don't know, as I progress in my competition prep, but I do absolutely get those done very often. So I do think healthcare is, of course, very vital, and then I do implement some kind of supplementation. I think it is still important. I never, even though I'm sponsored by Canadian Protein, what's up? I never push supplements with my clients. I never think it's absolutely vital. Can they help after nutrition and training has been maximized? Absolutely. How they help and how they respond to each person is going to be very different. Some people might absorb some nutrients, micronutrients, better than others. So some people are going to find some supplements more beneficial than others. So there are a lot of things I'm taking. I did just get a Canadian Protein haul, so I'm very excited. I'm gonna show you my magical unbagging version of that in terms of what I got, and that's basically all the supplements that I use, and that's it. All right. Canadian Protein unboxing. Duffel bag edition. Look at this sunbeam. It's golden hour here in Mexico. Anyway, so duffel bag edition, because my shipment comes through internationally, I've talked about this before. My shipment comes internationally from a provider. It is very much legal. It's just Canadian Protein cannot directly deliver into Mexico. So I deliver into Texas. I have someone that delivers it over the border, and then they mail it to my city. So it's finally here. It takes like 6 weeks to get it. So I'm very excited. I kind of forgot what I ordered, but there's like a lot of things. I think we counted 38 things. So unbagging edition. Has anyone ever done an unbagging before? I might be trending this. Okay, let's go. Why I always seem to be sitting on the floor, I'm not sure. I do have a couch, my famous hip thrusting couch. And I do have chairs, but we're on the floor today. I don't know. Okay, so 38 items from Canadian Protein. The biggest one, I got 2 pounds of the vegan blend. I'm not vegan, but I just really like it. So I got a huge ass bag. New Zealand isolate, I got just the simple vanilla, a big bag of birthday cake, whey concentrate, just a little bit of variety. Of course, Canadian maple. I swear, like whenever I actually do get a box, I can smell it already. Whenever I do actually get a box and it is closed and I open it, it always smells like maple. I got 2.5 pounds of CreaPure, which is just basically creatine monohydrate. It is like the best kind of creatine that you can get. Canadian Protein, of course, offers it because they're the best. Citrulline malate that I use before I work out. L-glutamine that I take after I work out. Canadian Protein maple flavor packs. One of these has, I think, leaked a little bit, which is why everything smells like maple. Like, I just put this shit on everything. C-Stim, which is what I take before I work out. I absolutely love it. It is just a non-stimulant pre-workout. There's caffeine in it. There's a little bit of ashwagandha, grapeseed extract, but it doesn't have the beta-alanine. I have found that I just don't really like the tingling sensation that comes with beta-alanine, which is in most pre-workouts, and I do find that times of maybe when I'm just a little bit more stressed or anxious feeling, the beta-alanine just really does not go well for me. So I just like to avoid it. So I take the C-Stim instead. I will take the C-Stim, the citrulline malate, and creatine in just like a little mix and take it before I work out. And that has been my go-to. Also pre-workout, pre-gaming, I did pick up the C-Game, which is just basically like another kind of pre-workout, but it's more so for gaming. It's for energy, focus, endurance. I got the peach ring flavor. I don't play games, but I'm pretty sure I can take this if I'm not playing games. It does have caffeine in it, so I am gonna be mindful when I am taking this, probably not in the afternoon. I do really wanna try it, but it's almost 5 o'clock right now, so I'll save this for later. Super excited to be trying the new Super Women multivitamins. Very hyped for this, very hyped for the packaging, of course. Very hyped for all the medical ingredients. I am gonna dig into these a little bit more. This is very new for me, but I definitely wanted to try these products from CanPro. So if you do have specific questions about these, I will likely be doing posts or content on this very soon. And my favorite, I'm friggin' loving the super greens. They're just absolutely delicious. They're really convenient for me to take in the morning. I'm not, like, there's people that are like, drink your greens and reds, like, whatever, your greens powders. It's just, it helps me drink more water in the morning before I have my coffee, so that's just my thing. They're not magic, but they're delicious. Some vitamin D3, magnesium, melatonin, dandelion root. Dandelion root is a good diuretic. I don't necessarily need this. I just have this on hand just if and when I need to cut a little bit water for my competition prep. I don't know, just, it's always good to have. So I'm doing an order from Canadian Protein. I might as well just order everything. GABA, great to help me sleep just if and when I need it. Digestive enzymes, which have been very, very important since I did talk about the health issues that I was having with my digestion, with my colon and everything. Just taking some extra digestive enzymes, probably like 1 or 2 times a day, just with my big meals, because I am eating like 2,600 calories right now. Very important for me. And I picked up a bunch of sample packs because these are always like really convenient, especially like if and when I'm traveling. I do like their new packaging. Just says sample, just so that we know. So I got like whey concentrate, maple flavor, banana cream pie, milkshake, maple, milkshake, banana cream pie, maple. And that's it. That is my Canadian Protein haul. Holy shit, I have a lot of things, 38 things. If you do have specific questions about this, I'm here for it. But that's what we get. So that is my unbagging Mexico edition version, like 36.8, I don't know. And that's it. That's my Canadian Protein order. Always amazing. You can use code Courtney for life to save. It's awesome. Fucking love them. Fucking love Canadian Protein since like literally since day one of me getting into fitness, I have been using Canadian Protein. Quick little tidbit, the first product I ever used from Canadian Protein was their unflavored BCAAs, which tastes like shit, but it's true to taste, I guess, and they have always backed up their taste and their flavor profile, their quality ingredients. So I've just absolutely loved Canadian Protein even before I got sponsored by them. And I was their very first sponsored athlete, which if you didn't know, it's like really fucking cool. So they have been literally supporting me since day one. So I'm very grateful to be considered their very first official international competitive sponsored hybrid athlete. That just sounds really, really fucking cool. So I like to claim that title. That's it. That's all I'm going to share. Hopefully this is beneficial. If you do have questions about my health scare, my healthcare, or supplements, you drop them in the comments below, and I'm getting really good at responding those. I don't know what my next episode is going to be after this, but thanks for hanging out. I do want to do more like day in the life of like weekly update kind of prep things. I don't know if you guys like that. I don't know, but this is just kind of what I'm sharing. I make these videos because I like to look back on them, and I do watch like my other preps and stuff. But anyway, that's it. I'm gonna wrap this up. Thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out on my big comfy couch with me. And that's it. Hasta la vista. We'll talk later, strong friends.